Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. He got loose, and it was
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to the air on second and short. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Got his man. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got a man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. On the move. Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Free safety comes blitzing, you got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Takes it on the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it clicking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The margin margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that.
He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Washington right back to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays like we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
It's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Morris. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's taking the shot. He's got it along the sideline. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll throw it from the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and turned it on in for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They're set to kick it off, and his crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Now improvising. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Takes the easy completion.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense napping there. Sneak the running back out of the backfield, see if the defense's eyes are maybe in the wrong place, but a great job. Everybody staying home and then making a nice one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
The option look. Now the toss. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, he'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. They feed him again. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll take it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Inside the touchdown, Huskies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Morris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Got his man quickly. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught.
When we were throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Flanagan. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. The Nittany Lions in the hurry up. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Takes his shot. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to
throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return.